Rebel Canners teaching all kinds of food preservation, especially the old ways. And this series on foraging is definitely some of the old ways. As with any wild plant, you are responsible for the identification, and so be sure that you know what you are harvesting. Welcome back, Rebel Canners. This one I think is very close to my heart. It is Dandelion Leaves. It's one of my earliest memories is foraging for dandelion leaves with my grandfather. We'd walk around in the yard. I was just tiny. He had his little jackknife out and he would harvest them. In fact, if you would go to my grandfather's house any day of the year that there wasn't snow on the ground and that you still could find the dandelion plant, he would have a pot on the stove. It would look like mush. This cooked green mush. Green mush. He always had this little saucepan, tiniest one they make. And it was always filled with this green mush. And he cooked it like spinach. And in fact, once you want to get the dandelions before the flowers come out, once the flowers come on, they're very bitter. So before that, you can like throw them in a salad. Raw and eat them. Once the flowers start to come on the plant, you cook it and eat it like spinach. And you do 2 rinses of the water to help take out that bitterness so that it gets after the flowers come on. And then treat it just like spinach. You serve it with salt and pepper and vinegar. And it would be nothing to go over to his house and he'd get hungry and there he would, serve himself up a teacup full of this mush. And he drank it like a tea and then he would get a fork and he would eat the rest of it. And so it was just weird. But it's one of my earliest memories and one of my fondest memories of my grandfather. He would take me by the hand when I was just barely tottering along, and he would go around the yard and, do the foraging for dandelion leaves. And he had a pot of that going on in the stove every day, like every day in the spring, summer, and fall until the snow hit the ground. So it's a fond memory, and it's something that, I can pass on to my kids, and something that if you, are looking to forage wild foods is something out there just about everywhere now. So thank you and have a great day, Rebel Canners. You can also take the leaves and make a pesto. Just be sure that you do it before the plant is in flower. Dandelion leaves are called one of the spring tonic herbs, and they are said to help cleanse the liver after a long winter. Do with that information as you will. You can serve them as an early spring salad. They can be used like a spinach. In any recipe you would use spinach. To cook them like spinach, remember you want 2 rinses of the water. Check out this whole foraging playlist for more ideas on what to do with dandelions and how to preserve them. And as always, be sure that you've liked, subscribed, and if you don't ring the notification bell, YouTube won't show you my other videos in this series. Have a great day, Rebel Canners.